Welcome to Pump It Up Phoenix 2. Let's take a look. Okay, so it is July 9. Phoenix 2 has just been released and we have it in this local arcade here. We're going to be playing it for the first time today and seeing what it's like. Alright, well I just arrived at the arcade. I scanned my M-Pass and immediately it worked. So we're looking pretty good at the moment. Alright, let's get going. Wow. So when we play Explore, we didn't see a lot of the online features. Casing Pump Phoenix 2 for the very first time. So let's take a look. I guess that means premium, right? Okay, looks like we have 19 new songs. That's so scandalous. All right. But this is the first thing I see. They still haven't fixed the bug that I pointed out at Play Explore, which means when you're in Arcade Mix, you can't go into Arcade Mix because it's locked. But it should say Punt Rise right there. And when you try and go in there, it's not even ready for launch day. That's pretty scandalous too. I wonder if the UCS have been ported over. Looks like they have actually. That's pretty cool. We can do UCS. Yeah, the Pump Rise is completely locked out. Look, completely locked. Wow, that's pretty unbelievable. That's unbelievable. It's so friggin' loud in there, but in about 1 or 2 hours, the arcade is going to be absolutely rammed with people. People are working right now, so I managed to slip in there a little early. But yeah, all the scores seem to have been reset. I know when we went from XX to Phoenix, there was kind of an excuse, you know, because the scoring system was pretty much totally revamped. This time, I don't know what the excuse is, other than trying to get a bit more cash. So, looking at the website, it's all been reset. People are getting scores on Phoenix 2, but everything before, the titles, the scores, pretty much everything is gone. So that sucks. So right now, this is the new content we can play, all 19 songs. Something that surprised me a lot was a lot of the songs don't have banners, and they're also missing text on the banner as well. It seemed like perhaps the product wasn't quite ready for the launch date they had planned. So yeah, when you log in, there's this random Orbi. I have no idea what it is. There's no instructions. But there it is. Maybe you gotta research that one in the depths of Discord. There's no machine scoring still. It looks like it's been permanently removed. You can just see what your best is, but no machine score. Very, very sad, unfortunately. Okay, I changed my avatar and I still have a mysterious grey ball next to my name. Maybe we'll figure out what that is at some point. Let's see what's in standard mode, see if we can play co-op. So there's 2 exclusive songs to premium, so there's a little paywall there. Yeah, it looks like co-op is still locked behind a premium, sadly. So there's an interesting rival system. I'm not sure if it supports more than one person, But you can see as you scroll by, you can see all your scores on the top and all your rivals along the bottom. So it's almost like playing a versus with someone on the same machine, but their scores are online. So it looks pretty cool. Check this out. So I can see my rival's score right here, and I don't have one, but yeah, it's okay. I still prefer machine score though. So if you beat your rival, it doesn't say anything. No notification, nothing. And if I go into the song, it just highlights it a red color, I guess. Maybe that was there before, but I don't know. It seems a little bit lame. Yeah, same ending. So I registered a new rival, and I think it replaces the old one. So you can only have one rival at any one time. Yeah, so it looks like just one rival at any one time. It's a sneaky way of swaying on their scores, but in terms of a rival system, having just one rival, a little bit lame. So when I played a non-premium credit, it got me thinking, you know, it'd be really funny and kind of cheeky, apart from resetting all the scores and titles, is you permanently lock the pump rise features, which is way more than half of the new content, unless you spend $45 on the PC software on Steam. I don't know if they'll be that ballsy to pull that off. That would be like the ultimate scam of the century. But I'm kind of just thinking it's not quite ready yet. Like, they didn't make the release date. I noticed some of the banners are missing the titles, and if you go in the remixes, they're missing actual banners. It looks a little unfinished, but I'm assuming that, but we'll see what happens. Fucking way. No way. Okay, so I left the arcade after playing Phoenix 2 for the first time. What did you think? Leave a comment below of your thoughts and opinions. There are no right or wrong thoughts and opinions, but I do have some thoughts about the game. So as I kind of expected when we went to play X4 last month, I think it was, it looks like the game came out with 19 songs, and you know, you're paying like $2,000 for that. But on top of that, it looks like you also need to buy the Pump Rise PC package, link it to your account, and then you can unlock a lot of the content which is advertised when you buy the game. So it's like, oh, come buy Phoenix 2, it has Pump Rise, all these songs, but it's more like you buy the drive, then you still have to pay the $45 for Rise. So it's like an upsell, almost like a paywall. So it seemed like most of the content is locked behind the Rise paywall, and I guess that's their idea to sort of push on their PC products, but it is what it is, a bit disappointing. Graphically, we covered that before, but I was actually quite surprised on the release day that a lot of songs don't have the original banners. It's just like a template, like Pump Fiesta, Pump XX banner. It looks a little bit tacky. There's no reason for that. A lot of the thumbnail texts are missing. And the scoring system and titles is completely revamped. Now, I think this is a good thing, Because for a number of reasons, there are a lot of obvious reasons, but there's something in Korea where you meet somebody and you're like, what is your name? The next thing is, what is your title? I'm not joking. So it's like, hello, I am Sean, expert 6. That's how it is. It's a bit weird. It's a bit funny. So people title chase a lot, right? So when you title chase, you try and pass the highest songs you can. So the pads are very hypersensitive, and people are sort of like rolling a lot and sort of getting like goods and bads to try and up their title, which means a lot of the pads around the city are very sensitive. You know, they're not designed for crossovers, and you can trigger a lot of things. But as an after effect of that, you can get some stage passes, you know, like some A+ and AA's. So now the system relies on pumpability, which rewards you for getting SSS+. So it might be a situation where around the city, in different countries, depends on how everyone plays, the pads are going to be a lot less sensitive now. So you're going to get a lot less pad crap, right? And the other thing is, when the LX I/O came out and we had the LX machines, the new I/O polls at 1000 hertz, right? And almost around the same time, we removed all the brackets and got these bracketless kits, right? So when we went from the old I/O, which polls at 125 hertz, we went to 1000 hertz, and a lot of the pad changed at the same time, right? So a lot of people were getting more goods and bads, but you can sort of pass that off as like, oh, well, the arrows are different now, there's no brackets, you know, that's why I'm getting goods and bads. But there's something very simple you can solve with that, which is like a software debounce setting, which doesn't really get talked about that much with Pump It Up for some reason, right? So with the old I/O, because it polled 125 hertz, it's almost like a built-in debounce through the hardware, right? Debounce is where, have you ever like been in the song selection menu and you press the arrow once and it skips twice? It does like a double tap, right? It's because either there's no debounce setting or a very low value in there in the software, right? Very simple to do. But it seems in Phoenix 2 it's still there, right? And something very simple you can do is to add a small delay, like in a few milliseconds. We have this in ITG. You even have it in Dance Superstation. And in Dance Superstation, a Chinese machine, is very good, right? You can play singles and you're not getting a lot of like misses, bads and goods, a lot of pad crap, because your arrows are accidentally triggering more than once, right? So there's almost like a cool-off setting, right? And this is a lot more apparent when you have the LX I/O polling at 1000 hertz, right? So it's almost like collecting data 1000 times, right? So you can get double taps. And this happens throughout the song when you play, not just in the song menu. So there's a lot of things that could be improved, but when I was playing Phoenix 2, I didn't detect any debounce setting. To be honest, the theme and the settings are pretty much like Phoenix 1, right? The only thing that seems to be completely revamped are the title system, so you can get titles and levels as well. So there's a title system that's tied to pumpability, but there's also a level system as well. So when you get 10,000 pumpability, you get like level 1, and then it just keeps going up. You get these little coins next to your name. I'm not sure what that's about. There's never any instructions with these games, but it is what it is, right? So I don't really want to buy Pump Rise, to be honest. I don't really want to be forced to buy it. So I just kind of went through the 19 new songs and got a bit of pumpability. But it looks like all the scores have been reset. All the titles have been reset. That's a huge disappointment, because the mechanics of the game are pretty much identical, right? The scoring system is the same, but if Andamiro want arcades to spend $2,000 on a hard drive, right? These arcades need a promise on this investment. And that is, well, if you reset all the scores, people are going to have to play everything all over again. So they're going to get more money and they're going to be happy on their investment, and everyone's going to be happy, right? So the easiest thing is to just delete everything. You don't even have to pay someone to migrate the data. It's pretty scummy. I didn't like that at all. Oh, one more thing is the rival feature. I thought that was pretty cool. I like how DDR has 3 rivals, but Pump only has 1. I think this could be changed to make it a little better. It seems a bit rough, like they stole it from... You know when you play next to somebody and you can see their scores and all the difficulties? It looked like they kind of just reworked that system, but lets you have 1 rival from the online profile sort of thing. It's okay. I thought it was a pretty cool feature and pretty unexpected. The music is just, I don't know. To be honest, as an old dance gamer, I think the music is absolutely trash. No offense, but if you play any dance rhythm music game, it's all going the same way. So, you know, you can also be accused of just being a boomer. You don't get it. You know, your music taste is crap, but I don't think there's any reason to try and please everybody, right? Yeah, you want to pull in new players, but what's the problem just adding, like, throw me a bone here, you know, like, give me like 5 songs that I can enjoy. Like, bit of old school K-pop, you know. I mean, we had Funky Tonight all the way to Prime 2. Why can't we just throw that back in? But music sucks, man. I don't know, but the new generation seem to like it. But you play My, you play DDR even, like, the music now is trash. But that's opinion, isn't it? It's opinion, but I don't get why we can't have a bit of everything. You know, you gotta get the new players, but please the old ones that have been there from the start, you know. But yeah, basically right now $2,000 will get you 19 songs. An extra $45 will give you access to Pump Rise features from your PC. It is what it is, and that is Pump Phoenix 2. I'll probably make some more videos throughout the week, but that's sort of like the surface test of playing it for the first time in Korea. July the 9th, release date. It is what it is. But what do you think? Leave a comment in the video description below and let me hear your thoughts. Alright, see you in another video coming soon. Take care.